Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Thursday host, Michelle, and this week's topic is reincarnation and souls. Now, I touched on this a little bit, I think 2 weeks ago we had the topic of death, suicide, and the afterlife, but to go a little bit more in depth on the subject, as far as reincarnation is concerned, I do believe in reincarnation. A lot of my beliefs about the whole death, life, rebirth, you know, reincarnation experience are similar to that of Hindu beliefs. Um, Similar, not quite exactly. I do believe that there is a way to gain liberation from the continuous cycle of death, rebirth, life, death, rebirth, etc. The whole cycle can be overcome, or you can be liberated from that in some way or another. The journey to that is in my opinion, it's a difficult one. Enlightenment is something that takes a lifetime or more, or many, to achieve. And that's something, a lot of people strive for, is, the liberation from that cycle. But as far as reincarnation, I do believe once we do leave our physical bodies, our souls, see, to me, the concept of a soul is kind of like talking about your higher self. When the energy that is us leaves this body and reunites back with our soul, that's what I believe happens. Then we merge back into the energy of creation or source or God, whatever you want to call it. And at that time, that's when I believe we make the choice of whether to come back or not. And I think our choices are obviously affected by our karma in our physical lives. Do I think you, this is obviously, I don't know, but my theory is that you have a choice as far as whether you reincarnate as a human being on Earth, or a being on another planet, or an animal, or what have you. However, I think your choices might be limited based on karma in your physical lives, so that I'm still kind of on the fence about how I feel. I guess I'll find out when I get there, but I do believe it's a choice. I don't think, it's something that you do right away. I don't think, we die, our energy leaves this body, and then we reincarnate immediately, unless you want to, unless that's something you want to do because you didn't achieve something in this life or in another life. I also think that, we make decisions in the non-physical that affect us in our, incarnate lives here, that maybe I haven't fulfilled a certain, soul contract, or a certain purpose that I set out to achieve here in the physical. And so when my energy and my soul merge back together and go back to source, that's when maybe I'll decide, I need to, reincarnate back on Earth because I still have this lesson I need to learn, or I still have this, mission to accomplish, or, certain purpose I didn't get to fulfill. So, I think it's all choice. And, some may decide to just stay non-physical for a while. Some may decide to, perhaps be a guide, or a guardian, or just that type of energy in the non-physical realm. As far as souls are concerned, the way I look at souls, like I said, I think obviously part of our soul is with us, but to me, I believe that the energy that is us merges with our, I guess you would call oversoul, the way I look at it. It's like oversoul, soul, physical energy. This is what we are. This is who we are, and we all merge back into one, and then go off wherever we go. That's my theory on it. My other theory on souls is, our souls are within us. That's the energy that, moves us and animates us. And when we talk about, our consciousness, our energy, our energy bodies, that can be, looked at as your soul as well. But then when your energy body or soul leaves this physical body and it merges back up with your oversoul and then back into source, that's another way I looked at it. But my beliefs are, kind of in between both of those, or, your oversoul can be called your higher self, or, all that being said, I do believe we have souls, but I believe it's more of a higher self or a, higher vibration of us that remains in non-physical, while extensions of us and extensions of who we really are down here. So once we die, we return back to who we really are, and merge back with non-physical, and then decide from there if we will reincarnate or perhaps stick around there for a while and do whatever we want to do. I do believe that if you do any type of out-of-body work or astral travel, that can really answer a lot of questions as far as the afterlife and as far as non-physical and how that works. It's answered a lot of questions for me. It's made me feel more secure in, the thoughts and theories I've had as far as the afterlife and as far as, non-physical, so to speak. So, yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on reincarnation and souls. And again, I talked about this in, 2 weeks ago in the death, suicide, and the afterlife, which I will link below if you're interested in looking at that. And as always, blessed be.